Hello dear students, welcome you all on our e-learning platform. Today we will discuss subject business management for BCom second sem. In last lecture we have started our unit 4 and unit 4 consists of recent trends in management. So where we have seen management of change. Okay, the modern business, the multinational business or the MNC kind of business, there the business, when we talk about the multinational business, then it is always understood that the business is of a large scale industries or a big business enterprises. So in this multinational or multicultural kind of business, there are various conflicts, various internal issues, or we can say that the role of management is very much important, rather crucial to handle the large scale operations of the business. So in that case, because the system, the business, in every organizations there are human beings, there are employees who are working together. So it is a man-made system, we can call it that. So in that case, there are possibilities of certain crises. There is a possibility of various kinds of conflicts among the employees and employer. Now, when we talk about the management of change, in that case, we need to see the details regarding the recent trends in the management. So, in recent trends in management, we have covered the management of change, and today we will discuss the management of crisis. So, when the crisis arises, what are the reasons behind this crisis? Maybe it is quite difficult to handle the different departments, the different employees, the different staff who has appointed at different designations. The workers, the supervisors, the what we can call it as the departmental heads, everyone has the distributed and delegated work. They are doing their job with complete responsibility. Still, we can say that crisis arises. Now, what are these crises and what are the chances of arising the crisis, that we will see here. A sudden and unexpected event leading to major unrest amongst the individual at workplace is called an organizational crisis. Here we can take the example that two employees, okay, they are working in any organization since last 2 to 3 years, but due to some reasons there are crises, there are conflicts among them. Now these two individuals who are working at a same post with the same designation, with the same job profile, then and if we think from the human psychology, everyone has a different way of reacting on the things, everyone has a different way of working, and in that process the crisis arises. So in other words, crisis is defined as any emergency situation which disturbs the employees as well as leads to instability in organization. Correct? So when the conflict arises, the crisis arises, the reason behind the crisis may be the conflicts, may be the quarrels among the employees. Now, why it arises and how to handle this, that we will see. The crisis affects an individual, a group or organization or society on the whole. So the impact of these conflicts, the impact of this crisis is on the group, is on the individual, on the organization or the society on the whole. A crisis is defined here as a significant threat to operations that can have negative consequences if not handled properly. So handling this crisis is a task for the managers, for the top level employees. They have to handle. See, ultimately who is responsible? as we have seen the different levels, the top level, who is distributing, who is delegating the jobs, who is delegating the work. In that case, once the work is distributed and delegated, then it is up to the employer, up to the manager to get the things done by their employees and by their staff. And here only the crisis arises. So, in crisis management, the threat is the potential damage a crisis can inflict on an organization, its stakeholders and whole industry. Means it may affect from top to bottom. So a crisis can create three related threats: public safety, financial loss and reputational loss or goodwill loss. The company's name and fame may get disturbed or maybe what we can say as completely vanished in the market. So it is going to be a loss to the reputation and name of the company. Then it is a financial loss, that is internal loss of the company, and public safety. Even the public do not want to, what we can say, the public, the faith, the good relations which the company have made with the public, that also gets disturbed. Okay, the faith remains zero. So these are the reasons, or these may be the threats due to crisis. So some crises such as industrial accidents and product harm can result in injuries and even loss of lives. Crisis can create financial loss by disrupting operations, creating a loss of market share, public purchase intentions, or starting lawsuits related to the crisis. Means that crisis take a big what is a big issue, and that issue get even converted, or that issue may go into the court of law. Okay, so the characteristics of crisis. What are these crises? Crisis is a sequence of sudden disturbing event harming the organization. Crisis generally arises on a short notice. Crisis triggers a feeling of fear and threat among the individual. Correct? So due to these reasons, crisis may arise in the organization. So, crisis can arise in an organization due to any of the following reasons: technological failure and breakdown of machines lead to crisis; problem in internet, corruption in the software, error or password all result in crisis. Crisis arises when employees do not agree to each other and fight among themselves. Just now we have discussed and said that may be a crisis between two employees, or that crisis may be among employer and even employee. So the effects or the losses we can call due to the crisis are very bad, or it impacts the whole organization. So crisis arises as a result of boycott, strikes for indefinite periods, disputes and so on. So these are the reasons. Which is the boycott may be a reason for the crisis. Then strike may be the reason. Strike made by the labor, strike made by the supervisor. Generally, the workers, the union leaders, they are creating the scenario, or they are creating the environment so that workers want to make strikes, and there are n number of reasons behind the worker strikes, and strikes for indefinite periods. Then the disputes and so on. Dispute among the employees, dispute among the different levels of the management, even the disputes between the manager and the board of directors. That may be the reason for the crisis. Violence, theft and terrorism at the workplace result in organizational crisis. Neglecting minor issues in the beginning can lead to major crisis and a situation of uncertainty at the workplace. The management must have complete control on its employees and should not adopt a casual attitude at a work. Then, see, uncertainty at workplace. For example, you are working in any private company. So your job is not fixed job, or your job is not permanent. So uncertainty at workplace is also one of the reasons for the crisis. Here we can say an employee who is working in an organization since last 10 years. Okay, he has a very good relationship with his employer, with his manager. But due to uncertainty, okay, maybe the reason that someone has told the manager or employer that this employee is going to disturb your goodwill in the market, your reputation in the market, there may be any reason, and due to that the employee who is working since long time, since 8 to 10 years in the organization, may create a crisis in the organization. So the management must have a complete control on its employees and should not adopt a casual attitude at a work. Sincerity among the employer and employee, seriousness towards the work, these are the reasons, or with the help of these reasons, the crisis may be avoided. Correct? So, illegal behavior such as accepting bribes, frauds, data or information tampering all leads to organizational crisis. These may be the reason, like accepting bribes. Okay, if manager is accepting bribe from the supplier, from the outside world of the business, that may be the reason for crisis. Then fraud made by the any employee. That employee may be a manager, may be a officer, or may be a superintendent or a supervisor or a accounts officer. Anyone can do a fraud, anyone can create a situation so that there is a fraud in the organization. That is also a reason for the crisis. Then data or information tampering. Okay, it means violating or the information, internal information, is supplied to the competitors. Okay, so it is said data or information tampering all leads to organizational crisis. So crisis arises when organization fails to pay its creditors and declares at its bankrupt organization. Okay, there are the creditors from whom the company have taken loan or company have taken finance, and if the company is not in a position to pay their amounts, to pay the loans of financial institution or even an individual or a friend, that may be a reason for the crisis, and that is the financial crisis. So, crisis management is a situation-based management system that includes clear roles and responsibilities and process-related organizational requirements company-wide. The response shall include action in the following areas. Now, okay, the situation is that the crisis in the management. Now, how to overcome from this crisis? How to avoid the situation so that crisis may arise? So, that is what is called crisis management. Now again, it is a role of the management who has to look into the matter seriously. Okay, the top level management, even the persons from the board of directors or maybe a manager or a chairman who is solely responsible for the organization, they have to interfere. They have to see why and how the crisis has arisen in the organization, and they are trying to remove and avoid all the crises which are arised in the management. So, crisis prevention, crisis assessment, crisis handling and crisis termination. So, this is the role of crisis management. Okay, maybe a team of 10 to 20 members has been called. Okay, the team is prepared, the leaders are there and they are trying to remove. Now what they do first? They crisis prevention, they try to prevent the crisis. Then they are making the assessment of the crisis, why the crisis has been arised, what are the reasons behind this crisis. Then handling, how to handle. Okay, once the crisis has arisen, now if something is there, then there must be some reason or there must be some solutions for this crisis. So how to handle the crisis and crisis termination. Finally, that crisis will be removed from the organization and the institution or the enterprise will work as it was working earlier after removing the crisis from the management. So the aim of crisis management is to be well prepared for crisis, ensure a rapid and adequate response to the crisis, maintaining clear lines of reporting and communication in the event of crisis, and agreeing rules for crisis termination. The techniques of crisis management include a number of consequent steps, from understanding the influence of the crisis on the corporation to preventing, alleviating and overcoming the different types of crisis. Crisis management consists of different aspects including methods used to respond to both the reality and perception of crisis. Okay, now what the crisis management will do? First, they will prepare some method, they will follow some guideline, and accordingly they will try to remove the crisis. So, establishing metric to define what scenario constitute a crisis and should consequently trigger the necessary response mechanisms. Correct? They are looking into the matter, they are trying to resolve, okay, they will see the scenario constitute a crisis and should consequently trigger the necessary response mechanism, correct? So communication that occurs within the response phase of emergency management scenario. Crisis management is occasionally referred as a incident management. Okay, every time it is not necessary that there will be crisis in the management. Maybe that crisis arise due to a specific reason, and that may be once in a 4 years or once in a 5 years. Every year there may not be crisis, and if such situation is existing in the organization, then that organization or that business may not work for a longer period. There is no guarantee if there are crises all the time. If the company is in the crisis, that crisis may be a financial crisis, that may be goodwill crisis, or that may be public safety crisis. But company may face the situation of crisis twice in a year, thrice in a year, or once in 4 years. But every time if the company is running in crisis, it means that company is on the closing verge. Rather, that company will get closed or wind up. So, incident management. Now, types of crisis. During the crisis management process, it is important to identify the types of crisis in that different crisis necessities the use of different crisis management strategies. Potential crises are enormous, but crisis can be clustered. Okay, there is one subject expert known as Lardner categorized 8 types of crisis. Now, what are those crises? Natural disaster, technological crisis, confrontation, then hate or a jealousy, that is malevolence, then organizational misleads, then workplace violence, then rumors, then terrorist attack or a man-made disaster. Now, what are these? Natural disaster. Okay, if there is a flood or earthquake or any such situation that, and due to that the whole building is collapsed. Now, when all the documents have been, what we can say, disturbed, if everything is vanished in rain or in earthquake, then that is natural disaster. One cannot say that company will survive if the documents, if the different files related to the organizational setup have been disturbed. Then it is called a natural disaster. Technological crisis, because absence of experts in the organization, the technological crisis may arise. Nowadays, everything is taking place on with social medias. Now, if in the organization, the experts like IT experts or software related persons, if they are not appointed in the organization, then that may create a technological crisis. Then, hate or jealousy among the employees, then organizational misleads, okay, that may be due to a fraud or a bribe, that is organizational misleads. Workplace violence, maybe the ladies are getting violated, or they are we can say that they face problems from the male colleagues or others, that is a workplace violence. Rumors regarding the quality of the product, rumors regarding the rates of the product, that may also arise the crisis. Then terrorist attack or a man-made disaster. These are the different types of crisis which are expressed by one of the management expert, Lerbinger. So he has categorized that there may be 8 types of crisis. Now here we will stop and we will continue our next lecture with the another topic, or if you have any problem, you can say we will discuss these topics again. Thank you.